Yo, the government in Hunter x Hunter is too corrupt. I think we should call for a government shutdown. Feels so weird reviewing this on a Tuesday. Alright, so episode 99, the first half of the episode was mostly battle, Gon versus these two flying ants, one of them an owl, and one of them a bat, and it was just such a smart battle. I love stuff like this in Hunter x Hunter where it's really intricate and detailed. It's like, yo, they're using the sound, they're using the movement, everything, like he's trying to use the nen in certain directions, in different ways, and it's just like, I love stuff like that because it makes it more than just two dudes punching each other. A lot of people, a lot of times, they look down on the shonen genre because that's all they see it as, like, you know, dudes punching each other and using super crazy techniques. But with stuff like this, it's like they're fighting very smart and unique. You know, when Gon is picking up the tree trunk to try to trick them into feeling where the back is, where, you know, they're gonna crash, and it just really feels so smart, and I love stuff like this. Hunter x Hunter, bar none, does the most smartest battles, whereas, like, you really have to think and, like, say, wait a minute, how did he do that again? And I really love stuff like that. In this episode, the first half, Gon versus both of them, it really displayed that. It's smart stuff. And it also seems a little bit weird, though, seeing a little kid, like, what, he's 12, 13, picking up a tree trunk and swinging it. But nonetheless, beast shit, Gon taking out two ants in one go. Can't wait to see him take out that one dude that keeps following him. It's like, what the fuck, do you love him or something? Get off his dick. Then the second half got very political. We see the royal guards, and I love seeing them, especially Neferpito. And it's just crazy to see how far they've come from where the ants very first started. If you remember when it started, they were all in the cave, and they were all looking low tier, just like straight up garbage ants, and now they're in a royal palace, and Neferpito is using a cell phone. An ant with a cell phone. Yeah. So it's like, goddamn, the ants have come such a long way, and there's a lot of political corruption in this, and I like how he's dabbling in with this, and I think that's definitely going to lead into the next arc, because I do know the title of the next arc, so I feel like a lot of this political corruption is really going to bleed into further stuff later on down the line, because it's like, there's dudes that are purposely allowing shit to be all fucked up so that they can win an election. It's like, you can win all the elections you want, but if the royal guards and the king decide they want to kill you, you're done. So why the fuck are you doing this, you dumbass? Shouldn't defeating the ants take priority over everything else? And like I said in the opening, yeah, let's get a government shutdown on these motherfuckers until they can act right and stop planning how to use this imaginary money that they don't have. Oh wait, that's the real world, never mind. Got very dialogue heavy in the second half though, and it was a lot of just really detailed discussion on certain things that are going around in the world and how pretty much they're using the political parts to get their work done. And it's like, Neferpito's so hungry for some more blood, so you still got the killer instincts in the ants, but they just feel more sophisticated now. They feel more like high tier. They're no longer just like trying to nab people in a dark alley. They're on broadcast TV using their influence to get what they want. So it's just really on some next level shit with the ants. I feel like we've seen so much progression from where they came to where they're at now that it's like clear as day. It's almost black and white with them. They were, you know, bums, and now they're royalty. They're in a royal palace, damn it. I'm really hyped to see some Morel on the battlefield. Like, between Knuckles, Shoots, and Morel, my favorite out of three of them is definitely Morel. Knuckles and Shoots is cool and whatnot, but definitely Shoots is too laid back, and Knuckles is kind of a little aggressive, although I really love the OST, the guitar OST that plays when Knuckles is getting pissed off. That I love that OST, so definitely some good shit there, but I really want to see Morel on the battlefield just kicking some major ass, and hopefully this, like, 9-day period or 10-day period, I forget what it is by now, but like that they have in order to wait for the, you know, to get the ants and whatnot. I really hope that time flies by so we can just get some major action, because yeah, I love a lot of the details and stuff, but I want to see some killer ants do some killer things. And then that last shot of Keto while looking all freaking crazy, like, it's just really building up to something great, and it's doing it in the right way. Not too much, not too little, not perfect, but it's just definitely giving you the small details to build up for the big impact. Oh, and the new ending, by the way, ending was freaking beautiful music. The visuals were, you know, they were very simplistic. It was mainly just still frames. You got a little bit of animation here or there, and it added a couple of new images and stuff that is probably going to happen, I'd imagine, later on in the arc or something, but I like the new ending song without a shadow of a doubt, much better than the last ending song, and hopefully one day we get a new opening, because I mean, you know, I highly doubt it's ever going to happen at this point. If they've gone 99 episodes with the same opening, unless they decide to change the opening next episode, like, yeah, we did 100 episodes of this, now we're going to do, you know, the next whatever amount of episodes with a new opening. Looks like we're stuck with it. So I guess you can smile again. Or cry. Very good episode, a bit too dialogue heavy towards the end, but nonetheless, very good. 8 out of 10. Can't wait to see where more of this shit is going to go. I love the small details in the fights, and I hope that he keeps on using that in the future and future battles, like when they go up against the Royal Guards, because they're going to have to use stuff like that when they're going up against the Royal Guards, whereas, like, they're overpowered as hell. You saw what Neferpito did to Kite, so they're gonna have to be very smart and strategic when they go up against them. But let me know what you think. First of all, do you think that this political corruption is like something very valuable in the system, and that it really makes the story feel a lot more bigger and wider than it normally would seem? Because it's almost like One Piece. You know how you have all the major stuff with the pirates, but then you have the government above everything else. And I'm starting to see it feel like that type of feel, but in its own right, because it's not like, you know, this massive thing. It feels like more like a real world government. And out of all the fights, which one are you anticipating the most? Gon versus Neferpito, getting some of that revenge, or any of the other big fights? I know it's going to be Netero, I believe, versus the King. So which fight are you anticipating to see the most? But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for some more kick-ass battles, because right now it's winding up and I can't wait to see some of these epic bloodbaths, because I know it's going to be great. And now that we're on this new time slot, it might be extra gory. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.